This is the story of when I left dinner with friends, saved a life in 5 minutes, and made it back in time for dessert. I was sitting in a restaurant near the hospital ordering dinner, and my pager went off. A comatose patient had come into the ER and needed my help. I excused myself and rushed over. There was no time to set up an operating room or even an ICU bed. So right there in the emergency room, I closed the curtains and I made a cut into the patient's scalp, no wider than the width of my thumbnail. I used a small handheld drill to make a hole in the patient's skull. And then I passed a tube no larger than a piece of spaghetti through the opening and into the patient's brain. It literally takes 5 minutes to do this, and it can save a life. In this case, the fluid erupted out under so much pressure that it nearly hit me in the face. This patient had a life-threatening condition called obstructive hydrocephalus, where fluid builds up in the brain and the pressure can get so high that it can be life-threatening very quickly. Without this procedure, this patient could have been dead within an hour. Instead, an hour later, the patient was awake and talking. And I was back at dinner eating chocolate cake as if nothing had happened, but filled with gratitude that I have the privilege of doing this amazing job. That's the power of neurosurgery, and these are the stakes we live with.